If the unfair treatment has been going on for a long time and you still don't feel that you're being supported by your employer, then you need to think very carefully about whether this is the right employment for you and whether you should continue to be employed by them. Now, if you have a long-term health condition that could be qualifying as a disability for the purposes of the Equality Act, then you may be able to bring a claim under the Equality Act for disability discrimination and failure to make reasonable adjustments, even when you are an employee. It's important, however, to note that you must bring a claim within 3 months of the date of what you are complaining about. So, if it's ongoing, then that is fine. You can bring a claim as soon as possible in relation to that. If the last thing that they've done or their last failure to act is over 3 months ago, then it may be that you can't bring a claim for disability discrimination because you may be out of time. It's important to seek some advice about this as soon as possible, particularly if it's still ongoing and is long term. Otherwise, you could lose your rights to bring a claim. The other thing is, of course, to remember the impact that it's having on your health. All too often, I advise people who have got secondary conditions or have experienced trauma as a result of what's going on at work. And the longer it goes on, the harder it is to deal with. So you may very well have a legal claim that you need to pursue if you're not able to get that support informally or through the channels internally with your employer. It's important to consider the 3-month time limit and potentially to consider leaving your employment and looking for an alternative and or bringing a potential claim for constructive dismissal. There's a lot to consider here, and of course if it's been going on for a long time it's going to have impacted you, so it's certainly worth getting some advice and support in relation to this.